Hey guys, what's going on? Kel back here once again bringing you another Warhammer 40,000 related video on behalf of the 40k YouTube channel. Today we're going to be looking at the second part of the Crusade article that is up on the Warhammer community page. The first one has been done earlier on. Now it's time for part two. Now it's time to see what other details we can get out of it. But before that, as always guys, thank you very much to everyone who subscribed to the channel over the past month, nearly 2 months now. Massively appreciated by me and Cole. If you've liked the videos, don't forget guys, when you're watching the videos, to drop a like on the videos. It really does a small channel a lot of good. It'll push our videos to the top to make sure that they're viewed first and we can get more subs. If you're new to the channel, we are 40k. We post Warhammer 40,000 content every single day, just like this. Things like news, hints, tips, reviews, painting videos, battle reports. So if you like Warhammer 40,000, subscribe to the channel and we will be your one-stop shop for everything Warhammer 40,000 related. But with that said, I've got a few videos to do today, so we're going to crack straight on guys, and we're going to get on with We're on Crusade Part 2. So one of the most exciting elements of the new edition of Warhammer 40,000 is the immersive, narrative-driven Crusade system. To show you just how awesome they are, we're taking you on a virtual crusade, and over the course of the series, we'll be introducing you to each element of a campaign. In Part 2, our Adeptus Sororitas Crusade force, the Paragons of Piety, face their first opponents in battle, the dreaded Necrons. And here we have the Sisters of Battle going into battle, as they do. Chainswords high, bolters ready, swords ready to slice those Necron heads clean off. Preparing for battle. For our first battle, we thought we'd start off with a game against a rival Crusade force that had yet to play its first game. That way, both armies would have the same number of Crusade points, the combined total of each unit's power rating and the cost applied to any experience upgrades they have. So we wouldn't need to worry about using Crusade blessings to balance the two sides. We decided to go with a combat patrol detachment, meaning that we needed to create a battle-forged army using a patrol detachment with a maximum power level of 25. Drawn from the units in our order of battle, the Necron player did the same. Here are the lists they used. So we have Adeptus Sororitas first, the Paragons of Piety. So we got Canoness Ava Pureheart, we got Battle Sisters Squad Rolinda, 10 models, power rating 6, Castellan Squad Odala, 10 models, power rating 6, Seraphim Squad, 5 models, power rating 4, Retributor Squad, 5 models, power rating 6. Okay. What do the Necrons be? The Sharekan Destroyer Host. Ooh. We got the Scorpec Lord, Necron Warriors, 20 of them, 3 Scorpec Destroyers, 3 Canotic Scarabs. Okay, cool. With a balanced, well-rounded force of Adeptus Sororitas arrayed against a melee heavy Necron host, the choice of Crusade missions would prove crucial. A roll of a 2 on the combat patrol missions table gave us the mission Sweep and Clear. Good news for the sisters, provided they could withstand the inevitable Necron onslaught. So what is Sweep and Clear? Combat patrol, Sweep and Clear. Mission rules. We'll start with the mission rules and we'll go back and go over some of the other points. Mission rules. Objective markers. The players alternate placing 4 objective markers on the battlefield, one at a time, starting with the attacker. One objective marker must be placed wholly within each deployment zone, and the other 2 must be placed wholly within the centre ground area shown on the deployment map. Objective markers must be placed more than 6 inches from any battlefield edge and more than 9 inches away from any other objective markers. We have Secure and Sweep. In this mission, if you control an objective marker at the end of your command phase, it remains under your control unless your opponent controls it at the end of any subsequent phase, even if you have no models within range of it. Mission objectives. Victory points are awarded as follows. Capture and control, progressive. At the end of each player's command phase, the player whose turn it is takes 10 victory points for each of the following conditions they satisfy, maximum of 30 points. So you get 10 points if they control 1 or more objective markers, They control the objective marker in the opponent's deployment zone. They control more objective markers than the opponent controls. The mission objectives cannot be scored in the first battle round. Okay. Victor bonus. The victor can select 2 units from their army to be marked for greatness after the battle instead of just one. Okay. So basically, if you win, you're going to be able to, I think, like level up 2, we'll call it, instead of 1. Here we have the map. Deployment zone A, B. There's some centre ground, 6 inches worth, and then there's a 9-inch kind of buffer zone. Okay. Cool. In combat patrol battles, each player also gets to choose one agenda. They serve as a form of secondary objectives, but reward units with campaign experience points rather than victory points in the battle itself. What's more, your choices are then revealed to your opponent, so they can attempt to thwart you. With the numerical advantage, we chose the battlefield supremacy agenda, Sentinel, intent on holding off the Necrons while the Retributors secure it. So we have Sentinel. At the start of your first command phase, select one objective marker that is on the battlefield and 1 unit from your army. That unit gains 4 experience points after the battle if, at the end of the battle, it is in range of that objective marker and you control the objective marker. Okay, that makes sense. So if you're going to have something maybe at the back, maybe you're in your deployment zone and you have some units that just want to sit back and fire away, maybe a unit of, I don't know, something with long range like Devastators or Eradicators or something like that. They can sit back, shoot away, and as long as they survive the battle, you're going to unit get 4 experience points at the end of the battle. With everything ready, it was time for the battle. Death on Martyr's Ridge. And that's some lovely artwork. That is cool. That's amazing. I'd love to be able to draw that well. Or just like 10% of that well. Can't draw for toffee. The Necron Scavengers and Destroyers swept across the Adeptus Sororitas with frightening speed, while the warriors of Harvest of Phalanx Oberdon marched behind them. 3 Battle Sisters fell before the murderous volley of Gauze fire, but they held their nerve. The Adeptus Sororitas responded swiftly, moving into position to make their superior numbers count. The Emperor was with his daughters, for their disciplined bolter fire cut down no fewer than 7 Necron warriors and a Scorpec destroyer in the opening salvo. So there's one destroyer gone, but remember guys, it's Necrons, reanimation protocols, when are they going to come back? Yet, inevitably, 5 of the ancient machine warriors, including the Fell Blade wielding destroyer, rose to their feet once more, and the slaughter began in earnest. The Scorpec swept into the Castellans, tearing through fully half their number in a whirlwind of destruction, even as the Necron warriors continued to side down Battle Sister Squad Rolinda with Eldritch Gauze beams. Canoness Eva Pureheart and Seraphim squads Amisara valiantly charged into the melee and succeeded in turning the tide against the rampant Scorpex, felling 2 of the Berserk constructs, but it proved to be only a temporary reprieve for the embattled Castellans. Moments later, Ulkatar, the Dismemberer, entered the fray and soon lived up to his name, leaving the broken bodies of the remaining Castellans and even the Candace herself in his bloody wake. So he came in and wiped everything out. Wow, that's impressive. Absolutely wiped out the sisters. By the battle's end, only a pair of Sephirim and the Stoic Retributors remained, leaving the Necrons battered, but the undisputed masters of the battlefield. So it's a Necron win by the sound of it. Ouch. That turned out to be a tough opening battle, but at least the Retributors were able to achieve the Sentinel agenda, albeit at a steep cost to their sisters' lives. Hopefully the Paragons of Piety will recover and do better next time, though they certainly gave a good account of themselves against the slaughterous destroyers under the circumstances. Check back with us tomorrow and we'll be going through the campaign aftermath of this battle in preparation for our next game to see whether or not our brave Candace and the others who fell in battle recover from them wounds. If you're looking to start your own Crusade, make sure you pre-order the Warhammer 40,000 core book and Warhammer 40,000 Crusade journal today. We'll have more on this later in the week, as we've bravely lined up our second game to be against a much more battle-hardened force. Oh, okay. Interesting. So, interesting. I like it. I like the development side of this. I like how you can build your characters, how you can name the squads, how they go in, the securing objectives, they get an XP. Very cool. I said in the first video that I played D&D. I play games like Final Fantasy where you have to level up. Love stuff like this. Can't wait to have a go. But what do you guys think? Anyone out there looking forward to Crusade, or anyone out there looking forward to Warhammer 40,000 9th edition in general? Leave some comments, guys. Me and Cole love reading your comments, and we respond to every single one. If you're here to the end, thank you very much for watching. Hit that like button. As I said at the beginning, it does a small channel loads of good. Can't really emphasize that enough. Just clicking a little button can make all the difference. And if you're new to the channel, we are 40k. We put out Warhammer 40,000 content every single day, just like this. News, hints, tips, reviews, painting videos, battle reports, all kinds of stuff. So if you're into 40k, subscribe to the channel, guys. We would love to reach 200 subs in another month. So give us a boost and put us towards 200. But that's going to be it, guys. Can't wait to read your comments. This is Kel, signing off for 40k, saying stay safe, look after each other. Until next time, guys. We'll see you all later.